Hello students and viewers, welcome back to Science Capsule, a perfect self-learning tool for school children. In the previous episodes, we have been discussing about the basic skills required to understand the chapter, the chemical reactions and equations. In today's session, we will be looking into a new concept. Before that, look at the screen. Here a chemical change is taking place. In this chemical reaction, a magnesium ribbon is burnt in air and a new substance is obtained. The new substance so obtained is called magnesium oxide. In order to represent this chemical change or a chemical reaction, how can we represent? It can be represented in a sentence form as you can see on the screen. Is there any other way to represent this chemical reaction? It can be represented by magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Yet in another way, the chemical reaction can be expressed. What is that way? It is chemical equation by which the entire chemical change can be represented in a simple way. In my previous video, I have clearly explained how a chemical reaction is identified and what are the various characteristics of a chemical reaction. If you have not watched those videos, then please press on the I button which you see on top right corner of this video. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and don't forget to press on the bell icon for notification. Let us start today's session. Dear students, a chemical equation is the one from which we can clearly understand what is taking place in a chemical change or a chemical reaction. So, knowing about the chemical equation is very important. Now, in the previous section, we have seen that a magnesium ribbon is burnt in air and gives magnesium oxide. It is a chemical change, and how to represent a chemical change in a chemical equation, about that we will learn now. Let us take an example of a chemical reaction and how chemical equation for that chemical reaction is written. For example, here magnesium is reacted with oxygen and gives magnesium oxide. This is a chemical reaction. To know about chemical equation, we should know the basic skills about the formula of the constituent elements or the compounds that are taking part in a chemical reaction. So here in this case, magnesium and oxygen are the constituents which are undergoing chemical change, and as a result of this chemical change, magnesium oxide is formed. By knowing this, how to constitute all this thing in a chemical equation? So in a chemical equation, there are two parts. One is reactant side and another one is product side. Whatever the reactants that are taking part, or whatever the constituent elements that undergoes a chemical change, that constituent elements or compounds are written on the left hand side, as you can see here. And on the right hand side, you have to write the chemical substance, the new substance what has formed during a chemical change. And in between you can see that an arrow. The arrow shows that the direction of the chemical reaction. Here magnesium and oxygen are reacting together and a product is formed on the other side. In this chemical equation, you can see that magnesium and oxygen are the two constituents undergoing chemical change. As a result of this, the arrow shows that the reactant reacts together and the product is formed on that side. That means the direction of formation of product is on the other side. The arrow indicates that the direction of formation of product. So, in a chemical reaction, a reactant species and a product are separated by an arrow. If in a chemical reaction, two or more than two reacting species are there, then they are separated by indicating with the help of plus sign. Here you see magnesium and oxygen are the two reactants and separated by plus sign. In this reaction, the product formed is only one. If any chemical reaction produces two or more than two products, then all those products are separated by using plus sign. So, in order to write a chemical equation, we have to write the symbols of the constituent elements or compounds that are taking part in a chemical reaction. So, chemical equation is the symbolic representation of the chemical constituents or the chemical particles that are taking place in a chemical reaction. So, knowing about the formula of the reactants and the products must be understood. Here in our case, magnesium is the one element and oxygen is one molecule of element which are undergoing chemical change, and magnesium oxide is the product. How to put forward all those things in a chemical equation? Here the reactants are magnesium and oxygen, so here magnesium and oxygen we have to write. Here one more thing to note is that oxygen is always written in a molecular form. The symbol of oxygen is O, that we know that, but whenever oxygen exists independently, we have to write it in molecules. So here magnesium and oxygen are there, followed by an arrow. On the other side, product will be formed. The formula of magnesium oxide is MgO, so we have written MgO. This way, chemical equation for various chemical reactions can be expressed by knowing the symbols or chemical formula of constituent elements or compounds that are taking part in a chemical reaction. So, in our case, the chemical equation is written. Now, the chemical equation what we have written is complete or not? The chemical equation is not complete still, because the chemical equation is not balanced. Whenever we write a chemical equation, the law of conservation of mass which you have studied in class 9 needs to be recalled. According to law of conservation of mass, we have learnt in class 9 that during a chemical reaction, mass is neither created nor destroyed. So, we can say that mass is conserved in a chemical reaction. But in this case, if you see, the mass during a chemical reaction is changed. Here in this case, if you find the mass of the reactant with that of mass of product, the mass is not balanced. Here in this case, we can see that mass is destroyed. So, whenever we talk about a chemical reaction, mass should be conserved. But the equation what we have written, here in this case, mass is not conserved. Here we can see change in mass. In order to conserve the law of conservation of mass, every chemical equation needs to be balanced. More interesting facts, tips are there ahead. So, be with me till the end of this video. Now we will see how to balance a chemical equation. Balancing a chemical equation is very important, as the law of conservation of mass needs to be conserved during a chemical reaction. In a simple way, how to balance a chemical equation, about that we will see. We will take the same equation which we have seen earlier. Magnesium reacts with oxygen and forms magnesium oxide. Dear students, look at here. Here magnesium we have taken, and here oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen are there in oxygen. On the other side, you can see magnesium oxide, in which 1 atom of magnesium and 1 atom of oxygen is there. How to balance? A chemical equation is balanced by making the number of elements that are taking part in the reactant side must be equal to the number of elements that are present on the right hand side, that is in the product. So, if we balance the number of elements of the reactant with that of product, then the mass will be balanced. This way, chemical equations could be balanced. How to balance in a simple way, about that we will see. Here in this case, you see here only 1 magnesium atom, here 2 atoms of oxygen. But on the other side, if you see magnesium oxide, here you will find 1 magnesium atom, whereas here 1 magnesium atom. So, magnesium atoms are balanced on both the sides, whereas if you see the oxygen, here you see 2 atoms of oxygen, but in magnesium oxide you will find only 1 oxygen atom. Now, here you see magnesium oxide is there. I am adding 1 more magnesium oxide. So, here 2 oxygen atoms. When 2 magnesium oxides, if you see 2 oxygen atoms are there, but when I added magnesium oxide, you will find the total number of magnesium become 2, whereas on the reactant side you see only 1 magnesium atom. Here 1 more magnesium atom I am adding it. So, entire chemical equation you see 2 atoms of magnesium, 1 molecule of oxygen, and on the other side you see 2 magnesium oxide. So, this way the chemical equations could be balanced. Mostly the students make mistake in balancing a chemical equation, what they usually do is they just change the number of atoms that are present in a molecule of an element or the compound. Actually, the atoms or the molecules which are taking part in a chemical reaction, that should not be disturbed. Mostly the students disturb the molecular formula and entire chemical equation becomes collapsed. So only I insist you to by heart know the chemical formula of element that are taking part in a chemical equation. If you know the chemical formula, then it is very easy to balance a chemical equation. Here you should not change the number of particles that are there in a chemical compound. Without disturbing it, you have to balance it. You can just increase the number of atoms or molecules that are taking part in a chemical equation, but you should not change the number of particles that are there in a chemical equation. This way, chemical equation can be balanced. One more example we will see. From there, you will get more clarification about the balancing a chemical reaction. The reaction between iron and water. Here iron is taken and it reacts with water, you can see here, and the products are iron oxide and hydrogen gas is produced. How to balance this? Now over the screen you can see the same compounds present here. How to balance about that we will see. Here iron, only one atom of iron is there. You have to look on the product, the number of atoms of iron. Here Fe3O4, here 3 atoms of iron are there in iron oxide. So here 1 atom of iron that cannot be reduced. Here 3 atoms of iron are there. So we can increase the number of irons. So I add 3 atoms over here. So iron got balanced. Now oxygen, you see, oxygen is 4 in number. So 4 in number, here oxygen is only 1. In a water molecule, we find only 1 oxygen atom, whereas on the product side, you see the total number of oxygen atoms are 4. So this oxygen needs to be increased. So we need to add 4 water molecules. So I am adding here 4 molecules of water. So here the 4 oxygen atom, here 4 oxygen atom got balanced. While doing so, you will find that the number of hydrogen molecules over the right hand side, only 1 hydrogen molecule in which 2 hydrogen atoms are there. But herein we have added 4 molecules of water. 4 molecules of water, you will find 8 hydrogen atoms. So we have to change this hydrogen molecule. So here I am adding more hydrogen molecule. So this way, if you count the total number of elements that are present on the left hand side with that of the elements present on the product side, both will become same. So we can say that the chemical equation what we have written is completely balanced. The chemical equation what we have written, it does not show anything about the states. In which state the reactants and the products are exist, that has to be written. So a chemical reaction is the one which gives a complete information about a chemical reaction. So here states are missing. Whenever we write a chemical equation, we should write the states also. We know that the atoms and molecules exist in 3 different states: solid, liquid and gases. Whenever we talk about a chemical reaction, there are some other states too that has to be reflected. So while writing a chemical equation, the symbols of a state needs to be expressed in a chemical equation. Whenever an element or a molecule exists in solid state, its symbol is S. Within the parenthesis it has to be expressed. If it is a liquid, within parenthesis L. If it is a gas, within parenthesis G. Some more states are there, that is aqueous. What is aqueous? Aqueous is something which is present in water. For example, when salt is dissolved in water, we get a solution. The solution is called aqueous solution of salt. If we add sugar in a water, then we call aqueous solution of sugar. So anything which is present in water or anything which is dissolved in water, we call the solution as aqueous solution. The state symbol for aqueous solution can be expressed as AQ within parenthesis. Similarly, some other states, When anything is dissolved in alcohol, we call it as alcoholic. The state symbol for alcoholic is ALC. Within parentheses we have to write. As far as class 10th is concerned, we limit our state symbol up to aqueous. Solid, liquid, gas and aqueous are the most important thing which we will use in 10th standard. Other state symbols you will learn in higher classes. So whenever we talk about state symbols, solid, liquid, gas and aqueous are more important. Now, in our case, we need to use these state symbols for completing the chemical equation. How to complete it? We know that magnesium exists in solid. So, the state symbol solid will be used. Within parenthesis, under subscript, you have to write the state symbol solid. We know that oxygen exists in gas. So, the state symbol gas will be used. Under subscript of oxygen molecule, we have to represent the gas state symbol. Finally, we get the product magnesium oxide, which is a powdery nature, which is solid in nature. So, there also under subscript of magnesium oxide, we should write the state symbol solid within parentheses. So, this way we can complete the chemical equation. Can we say that the chemical equation what we have written now is complete? No, still the chemical equation needs to be improved. What else we need to do? Dear students, each and every chemical reaction is taking place under certain conditions. Some of the chemical reaction takes place with the help of temperature or heating. Some of the chemical reaction takes place under cold climate. Some of the chemical reaction takes place under the influence of electricity, sunlight. Some of the chemical reaction takes place with the help of catalyst, with the help of acid. All those reaction conditions need to be expressed while writing a chemical equation. Here in this case, we have heated magnesium ribbon. Here heat is involved. That condition needs to be written. So, magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide only when it is heated. So, here heat has to be written. The reaction condition is always written over or below the arrow. A chemical equation should give all sort of information of a chemical reaction. If our chemical equation fulfills all those things, we can say that the chemical equation what we have written for a chemical reaction is complete. So, now the chemical equation is complete. This way chemical equation is balanced. Hope you understood how a chemical equation is balanced. With this, I would like to conclude today's session. If you found this video useful, then like, share, comment on this video. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe this channel. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye.